Hey everyone, this is Anthony from Evotech Pacific, and in today's video we're going to create this cluster style ring. You can see here that we've got basically two rows of diamonds. We've got an inner and an outer row of diamonds, and those sizes of the stones there alternate between 8 1.25 mils and 8 1.35 mils. So 16 stones all the way around this center oval stone here. Size O is going to be the finger size that we go with in a traditional flow-up shank or a cathedral ring for you Americans. And we can also see that we have alternate claws coming down and meeting in the middle here. Now the setting that we create will be slightly different because of the height. This one here would obviously be a fairly low style setting, but we're going to set this at a slightly higher height than what we currently have here. So it will look a little bit different, but the form will be basically the same. So let's get into it. So with this video, we're using the latest version of MatrixGold version 3.10 at the time of recording, and we're going to start off as we normally would with our finger size. Now, because we're creating a cathedral style ring or a flow up shank, we're going to go into the tools menu and bring out our cathedral ring builder. And we're going to take that finger size from an N.5, the standard, to a size O. And everything else there I'm going to leave until I've got my setting there. So I'm going to hit enter to that. And we can select everything there and we can put that into a full save just over here. The next thing we want to do is create our center gemstone. So we're going to use our gem on ring rail tool. Now, because we've got 3 ring rails out there, we have to ascertain which ring rail that we want to use as the command line asks. So select the ring rail. It's going to be our under rail here. I'm going to create that location at halfway. So just hold down shift until you get to 0.5. And then what we'll do is we'll change the shape from a round to an oval. And then we know we've got about a 5 by 3, so let's just take that down to say 5 by say 3, and we'll just define those parameters a little bit more. So we know we've got a 5.22 and the width there is a 3.2, and I don't really know what the thickness is, so we'll just leave the default as is. Now, as far as the height is concerned, I want this to sit at about 5.5. We can always adjust that a little bit later on, but I think 5.5 off the finger rail there should be adequate for what we're doing. So I'm going to hit enter to that. Now, the next thing we need to do is, well, there's a couple of different ways that you can set those gemstones out. Now, one of the ways you could do it is you could go to your settings menu and you could create a halo for it. Now, being that the ring itself doesn't really have a traditional halo surrounding around it, whether that be, the metal that the stones are sitting in, or whether you're going to create a channel style halo with prongs in between, we're not really doing that. We're doing a kind of old style cluster setting. So for that, I'm not going to use the halo builder. Instead,